Hey guys, so today I wanted to do something that, is really relevant at this point of time in my life, and for many of you guys who are following me who are probably of this age or coming to this age, and I am basically just over halfway through my 20s, and there's so many things that I've learned about myself, and I don't feel like I'm getting old. I just feel like I'm growing up a little bit, although I'll forever be a big kid. But I thought I would share 20 things that I have learned so far now that I'm like through my 20s, and then I took it to Twitter and asked you guys about some of the things that you felt, and you guys got all philosophical. You guys are really real with the philosophy. Like, I could actually do 100 things I've learned, but I thought let me try and summarize it as a couple of things. Maybe this is useful to some of you guys. So number one, your favorite artist will be from when you're a teenager. Like, this is no joke. I hate modern music, and my favorite artists are Aaliyah, Lauryn Hill, Brandy, Take That. I feel like all this music nowadays, it's so bad. Take me back to the 90s. One thing that you'll learn in life is that absolutely everybody is going to eventually disappoint you in one way or the other, and that is because everybody is human. And so you learn to stop relying on other people to kind of get stuff done for you, and you start to really just realize, you know what, I can do this myself. You're really not going to see your favorite friends regularly, but do you know what? It doesn't matter, because when you do see them, it's like nothing has ever changed. You'll go to a bar or you go to Nando's like me and my friends, and you'll literally talk for 4 hours talking about what's been going on in each and every one of your lives. You don't need to speak on the phone every single day, but when you catch up, it's gonna be like you've never missed a single thing. By the time you're in your mid-20s, you have friends of all ages. You can get on with an 18-year-old the same way you can get on with a 40-year-old, a 50-year-old, a 65-year-old, and it's so nice to actually be in the middle where you can interact with everyone on the spectrum, and you feel young enough to be able to get on with like the youngers, but you feel mature enough to also really want to hear the words of wisdoms from the elderly. You realize that the cool kids growing up were never that cool, and actually you realize that everyone who thought they were cool or amazing and the top it boy or whatever, they're really like just nothing now. And actually, even if you weren't the coolest and you weren't the most popular, you're probably kind of cool right now, and they wish they could be you. Life is a lot shorter than you think. Before, you really wanted to grow up and be old and get out of school, but actually when you're in your mid-20s or getting into your 20s, you actually reminisce on the days when you were in school when all you had to worry about was exams or your crush not liking you, because you realize that life is a lot shorter and you want to live every single moment like it is your last. Staying up late is awful. Who wants to stay up late? I remember as a young person, like, to stay up past 10, 11, 12, what? Special. Now, if I can get to bed for 10 o'clock, it's like, hallelujah. It's so exciting to get to bed early. Like, my bed is literally like a club. Another thing you realize, absolutely everything is expensive. When you're living on student loan or your parents' money or your pocket money, you don't have real expenses. You just be buying stuff here and there, willy-nilly, but then you start realizing, hold on, how much is that croissant? £1.50? I think I'll save that £1.50, thank you very much. You get good at small talk. When you were younger, you didn't really know how to do it. You were awkward, there were silences, but now in your mid-20s, you know that on a Monday morning, the first question you're gonna ask is, how's your weekend? Or you're gonna talk about the weather, the traffic, the travel, and you brace yourself because you know someone's gonna have got really drunk over the weekend and not remember any of it, but take 30 minutes to tell you that story. It's okay to be who you are and not to have it all figured out in your mid-20s. It really doesn't matter, and all the plans that you thought that you had that you'd be when you are 20, more than likely you've not achieved it, but actually you're looking at the guys who are 30, 40 and they're still in that process, and the whole part of life is a process. You can no longer eat whatever you want. This one fills me with absolute tears. You need to work for it. You know when all those rolls and those little crevices and those speckles of cellulite keep appearing? You're like, okay, I'm going to put that Milky Bar down and I'm going to get myself a gym membership. You really need to surround yourself with like-minded people. positive people, people who are better than you, people who you aspire to be, people who work hard. Just surround yourself with the greatest people, because actually that's going to rub off of you, and you're going to get used to being able to let go of the dead baggage and the people who hold you back from actually being the best you can be. Growing apart from old friends and acquaintances is just a natural part of the process. Embrace it and be happy with the seasons that you spent with them, and also you're going to get new people who are going to come into your life for a period as well. What you do in school and university really isn't going to translate into what you do as a career, and I found that so many people, you know, they study geography, they are not geography teachers, okay? Genuinely what you do, unless you do like a specific vocation, has no reflection on what career path you take. And actually, university is about experiencing life and being dedicated to a cause, meeting deadlines and learning and researching, and not exactly the details of Pythagoras' theory. The night bus is not a way to get home. Yes, you might pay £50 for a taxi, but it's okay. You do not want to be sitting with a guy sleeping on your shoulder with beer breath as the sun is rising and you're so tired and you are walking barefoot home with your high heels in your hand. No, £50 taxi is the way to go. Another thing you realise that not everyone is going to like you, okay? Not everyone has to be your friend, not everybody is going to be your friend, but you know what? That is 100% a-okay, because you probably don't like a lot of people as well. It's okay to fail. Failure is literally part of the process of growing up, because when you make your mistakes, you learn from them and you totally become a better person, and you're very unlikely to make that mistake again. And even if you do, you'll get up from it and you'll just dust it off. In your 20s, you need to be your biggest fan without putting down other people. Sometimes growing up means growing apart. It is the circle of life. Not everyone who is with you from the beginning will be with you forever. Building up to your 20s, you're going to have a load of different jobs. Honestly, every single job that you're in, just see it as a stepping stone and a learning experience. From working at McDonald's to stacking shelves to sitting in an office or being in PA. Every single job you do, it's going to be a build up towards a career, or it's going to take you to where you're going to go. The sky really is the limit. Hard work and dedication truly pay off, and you'll see that the people who actually make it as a success, it's not just because they get lucky, it's actually because they work hard. And if you make the exact same choice to do just that, you can achieve everything that you want to achieve. So guys, that is 20 things I've learned in my 20s, and some of those are from what you guys have also sent me on Twitter. I know that there are so many more lessons that people are learning, and those of you who are even younger than that, I know you've learned from 13 to 15 or 15 to 18, so many things that you have learned, and please do share these in the comments below, because it really does, I read them and I'm so inspired when I read them, and I know other people do, and I love having that conversation going. Take it to Twitter if you guys are not following me, or take it to Instagram as well and Facebook. But I hope you enjoyed that. I felt really fun doing it, and yeah, let's keep learning, let's keep growing, girls. You know I love being on this channel and doing my chatty videos with you guys, so I really hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Hey guys!